All right, we're talking about options for testosterone replacement because I saw a guy say he was paying $300 a month to go into an office to get an injection. I was like, holy shit, what a headache. And there's plenty of better options out there. Where do you start, right? You have two options to start with. You can go to primary care or you can go to a men's clinic, right? A men's clinic is faster. It's a crapshoot either way, really. Whether or not you're gonna find somebody knowledgeable, but a men's clinic is the fastest way to go because they'll just do a consultation, labs, one more consultation, and then you'll get your medication. So it's really fast. With primary care, well, not a lot of primary care doctors do testosterone replacement. So they'll do labs, and generally speaking, if you're not below the bottom threshold of the lab range, they're gonna boot you away. So that's not really good because sometimes the bottom of the range is like 150 nanograms per deciliter, which is absurd. So that's kind of a problem as well. But that's why there's all these men's clinics popping up because these people, it's so easy now to go get on testosterone replacement because you don't have these numb nuts who are kicking you away from the medication you need just because you're like 1 point above the bottom of the reference range. And I'm preaching to the choir here. It's ridiculous. We have that option. Those are the first two options, right? One goes to men's clinics or TRT clinics, and the other goes to primary care. Primary care, if they actually care, um, they will take a look at your labs, see if you have low testosterone. If you're borderline or you're low, they will refer you out to either endocrinology or urology. So it goes men's health, primary care, Bouquet. Primary care goes out to urology or endocrinology. Endocrinologists are notorious for not knowing what they're doing when it comes to hormone replacement, so I would advise urology by far. I've heard a lot more positive experiences with urologists in regards to testosterone replacement in comparison to endocrinologists. Plus, you don't have to wait like 3 months to get in, which is ridiculous because if you go back to men's clinics, you can get I've seen recently my friend got testosterone within a week, right? So you don't need to wait months. And if you're miserable and you have low testosterone and you're waiting months and months to see a doctor so that they could easily just boot you away, it's just not worth it, right? So that's why those are your options, right? Men's clinic, primary care refers out to urology or endocrinology. And I hate to say it because I know men's clinics, there are really bad men's clinics out there. So if you don't know what you're doing, they can put you on a protocol that makes you feel worse than when you started. And that's the complete opposite of what we want, right? We want to make progress. That being said, and as much as it pains me, I would suggest for most individuals, not all, but most, especially if they don't have comorbidities such as high blood pressure or polycythemia, to go the men's clinic route because it's number one, it's faster. Number two, it's cheap, and that's pretty much it. It's faster and it's cheaper, and you don't have to go into your doctor's office once a week to get a 50 milligram injection of Test-Sip. You don't get put on some stupid protocol. You could still get on a stupid protocol. It's wrought with danger no matter where you go. So it's always best to do your research, but I would recommend TRT clinics. Now, moving all that shit aside, when you're choosing a TRT clinic, you go online or in person, right? Online is telemedicine. You have so many options for telemed TRT clinics. It's literally unfucking believable. And I can't count them out for you. I don't know how many are available. You can search by state, you can search by city, you can search by province or county. You can find TRT clinics literally everywhere. There's no way the state board can keep up with any complaints on bad protocols, but I would recommend Googling in your area if there's a TRT clinic or a men's clinic that you can go into, because it's just nicer to have that doctor-patient relationship as while being able to do your own injections at home. Second to that would be doing telemedicine, which you can literally just Google telemed TRT clinic and you'll find advertisements for it. But there are plenty of people online who are happy to recommend you to TRT clinics that they've had success with, because there are definitely better ones than others, and there are definitely cheaper ones than others. So you have to find that balance between price and quality. That's pretty much it, fellas. It's another quick one, but I just want to kind of give you a breakdown of all the options you have getting on testosterone replacement, and kind of the benefits and the drawbacks of each. And I hate to say TRT clinics are the way to go, because sometimes urology is the best way, especially if you're, an older guy, and you have more problems to deal with. You got BPH, you got a little bit of high blood pressure. You want an MD supervising your medications. You don't want a PA or an NP, physician's assistant, or a nurse practitioner overseeing your medications and your health in general, with the medical doctor way in the background, not really paying attention. You want a medical doctor right up front, just in case, because testosterone replacement can worsen BPH, it can worsen blood pressure, it can increase risk for cardiac events if you're not careful. Generally speaking, there are studies out there that show that testosterone replacement can reduce the risk of cardiac events, which is great. But you got to take it case by case, right? Because if there's a guy that's hypertensive, he has a history of heart problems in his family, and he has significant coronary artery plaque buildup, he's at risk for a cardiac event. And if you put him on high-dose testosterone replacement, his blood pressure is going to go through the fucking roof, and it'll have a cardiac event. So you kind of have to take it not as a broad, sweeping statement that TRT can prevent all cardiac events, but more take it as it's the individual, right? In general, going from a hypogonadal state to a natural health or a normal healthy range, you're going to lost my train of thought there. You're going to have a decreased risk of cardiac events, but you also have to take into consideration the individual. Okay, that's breaking down all your options for testosterone replacement. I'll check you guys in the next one. Appreciate it. Bye.